Hey, it's Bill, and you are tuned in to Through Questions in the Song, episode number 106, where the podcast title says it all, except it really doesn't, because 3 is not really the number. With me tonight are Matt and Ryan from
What's up?
Neostem. What's up, gentlemen?
Yo.
Hello.
So, I was just telling you about being super busy, so if my brain disconnects in the middle of a sentence, just give me a minute, I'll get there.
You know my schedule this time of year. Sleep, what's that?
All right, so you sent me a song that you just finished recording, and we're going to listen to it a little bit later, and I'll give you a chance to talk about it. But before we do that, Matt, is that a Phantom Fright Night shirt?
Yes, it is. Phantom Fall Fest to be exact. They officially changed the name.
Changed the name, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to apologize because I cannot remember the name of your friend.
Eduardo.
That's it.
Oh, hold on. Let me tilt my camera up. There they all are.
He breeds them and sells them.
Well, they're very well behaved if they all stay up there.
I was surprised. I got to move them because they're getting to be a little bit much up there. Starting to I'm running out of room.
They're all tax write-offs.
So now that anyone who's going to be watching this video or pops in here momentarily is going to be like, what are they talking about? Before we talk the band, why don't you tell us about Eduardo and what you do at Kennywood? Because I used to work there.
Neostem, we always take Octobers off because I work at Kennywood Phantom Fall Fest. I am the guy with the marionette in the Voodoo Bayou. Anyone listening or watching if you've been through there, you know who I am, but you don't know this is what I look like outside of everything.
Without the makeup. And costume.
So handsome. You're so handsome.
Ryan squeezes my cheeks like an old grandma all the time.
And it's not the ones on his face.
I think your grandma might have been different than my grandma.
That was good.
Hey, so for those people that are not familiar with Neostem, and this can be their first taste
where you been?
Music. How would you describe your sound?
We're all different music styles,
That's a very great question. I would have to say a fusion of multiple things combined into one. This is what Neo means, something old in a new way. I believe that's what we do. Try to bring back the simplicity of just music in general instead of it being so complex. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like simplicity, like Ramones, Beatles, Mudhoney, stuff like that. That's all. All it is, we're just trying to, say what we got to say, and then, let everybody else say what they got to say after us. When it comes to gigs, though, it's like get in, get out, get going.
Yeah, like Tom Petty said, don't bore us, take us to the chorus.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a breakdown of what it is initially.
So I do have a funny story for you. So Matt, you sent me the song a couple days ago. Yesterday was the first chance I had to listen, and I converted it over to MP3, and I called my daughter Emmeline in, and I told her you sent it to me, and she's standing behind me right here, bouncing, waiting for me to press play. And then she leans over and she goes, "Do they know I'm listening to this?" I said, "It's fine, Emmeline. We're releasing it tomorrow."
She's a focus group. She's a focus.
That's so adorable. That's so awesome. That really is.
Did she read the note Ryan wrote to her when we sent her the shirt?
Oh, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I wrote a personal note for thanking her for liking us so much. Yeah.
I honestly don't know because I videoed it. She was behind me. And I don't know. I'll have to ask her.
I was going to do it in cursive, but from what I understand nowadays, kids don't really understand cursive.
So
like they don't
it's
even teach that in
definitely,
school anymore either.
public school. I'm pretty sure they do not.
Yeah.
My kids have had a little bit of it in Catholic
Hmm.
school. I don't know how much though.
Yeah.
I print on the board while I'm teaching, mostly because they need to be able to read it, and I don't mean that it's that they can't read cursive. I mean I can't write in cursive. I mean I can write,
Yeah.
you just can't read it.
Oh yeah. I got you. I got you.
As
Thank
it
you
is,
for having us. Thank you
you're
so much
welcome.
for having us. We
Yes.
appreciate it.
All right, so we were talking about Squirrel Hill Sports Bar,
Our favorite place.
and
Mhm.
what are some of the venues that you guys play at, where the listeners and viewers could find you?
Well, this Saturday we're playing Smiling Moose
Upstairs
Yeah.
or downstairs?
downstairs. We were told. I like the upstairs better. I like the bigger stage.
Downstairs featuring King Catfish, Lilith, and Sunny Days and the Weatherman.
That actually sounds like a Squirrel Hill Sports Bar lineup.
It was that's how we roll. You know, we're actually
Waka waka waka.
we're going to be back at the Squirrel Hill Sports Bar in January.
January or February. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
I gotta get that. Like,
We're trying to get that date locked down.
yeah.
Because
Some people are just hard to get a hold of.
I think we had that conversation.
I believe so.
I do need a reason to go there and hang out.
Yeah.
He definitely. When I had the conversation with him, he's like, "Please come back and hang out with us," and I just haven't yet.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Barry's my dude. Solid.
yeah, like literally, the dude gave us our first shot and believed in us, and gave us open booking whenever we went to Squirrel Hill Sports Bar. It's really it's very hard. It's very hard anymore to come across someone who believes in you so much.
Yeah, we pretty much started bringing bands and having gigs there. They used to only have open mics on Sundays, and I talked them into having bands and doing gigs. That's how it all started.
It's a super cool room.
Oh, I love that place.
Well, that room wasn't there. It was in the front by the bar before
Right,
that.
where the logo is painted on the wall, right?
Yeah. There's old school videos of us on our page with it behind it.
Yeah, where Ryan broke a guitar.
Yeah, that and the stage. I put a hole in the stage. I felt bad. I gave him the guitar too after I did it. I couldn't even break the guitar. It was so solid. That stage was just so flimsy. I just went right through. It literally did. I felt so bad. I still feel kind of bad.
So let me ask you. It's been a while. You guys have been on a lot, so I got to really think about questions here.
Are we like you're probably one of the bands you have on the most? Because we just I think we just show up anymore. We're just were we truly booked for this?
You know they got fuel perks. We get bill perks.
Yeah, we got Billy perks, man.
Yeah, we're getting bill perks.
That's the point.
I used to do the Pennsylvania Rock Show live in my living room for the first. I mean, do the math here. First 6 years, and Amber Alexis. At every show that I did live, there was at least one member of that band here.
Yeah.
And their lead guitarist is actually going to be here starting. Well, he was here today, but he'll be inside on Friday. He owns a general construction company, and he's lowering the ceiling in my bedroom, which will be interesting because I have to sleep in there. But
no ceiling.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. He claims that we'll be okay. I trust him. I've known him a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, word of mouth goes a long way for business. No different with bands too.
The ceiling in this room fell. I don't know.
Did they have
his account?
You show with us?
Yeah, it might have been because it was. I'm gonna say it was in December. It might have been a Squirrel Hill show.
Yeah, I remember you saying it was, and I think we did an interview for this, for the other show.
For Pennsylvania
Right
Rock
on
Show,
that.
yeah. And he came in and fixed the ceiling in here.
Oh yeah, I do remember that you did because it was in a different room you were in when we did that one. I do remember that.
Yep. And he's also remodeling the upstairs apartment that's going to be getting rented out. So he's here a lot, which is cool because my guitarist works on my house. Except he's not my guitarist, but I'm going to claim him anyway because a lot of times.
You're building a band.
See, there's a question. We're good. Here we go.
All right, question time.
Okay. If you were going to build a band from the local music scene where you are going to manage it, so we're doing like see, here's that part where the brain is disconnecting.
We gotta build a super group.
Yeah, you're gonna build a super group, but I was trying to relate it to sports, and I can't think of what that's called.
All-star team?
No, when you build your team and use their stats to get your points.
Fantasy?
That's it. So we're gonna do a fantasy band instead of fantasy football. So I need you first to pick a genre, and then tell me who's gonna be playing in that band. But it can't be anybody in Neostem.
All right.
Right.
That's pretty good. It's a pretty good question. It's actually, in my opinion, it's easy, but it's not. Because I know right off the top, like I'd go for a hard rock band because Bobby Collins is one of my favorite vocalists, local vocalists. So without a doubt, if I was to set a band up, Bobby Steve be my first phone call.
Royal Honey,
Yeah.
and why can't I think of his Alice Cooper tribute band's name? Muscle of Love.
Muscle of Love, yeah.
I don't know. So you would go with the vocalist. So if I was going to pick a guitar player, who would I pick? So Bill, how many is it? Just bass, guitar?
Let's do a four-member. Let's do 4 members.
Okay, so you got all right. You pick a vocalist.
Vocals and bass. You pick guitar and drums.
Okay. Let me see. Oh wow, this is really hard. This is a really tough question. Thanks, William. I'm going to call you William for this.
Ryan's afraid to hurt feelings. I'm straight. I'm business, man. It's all business.
It's so hard because I like so many. I really, truly do. But I would have to say, all right, here, just pick a bassist first, Ed, man. Look, I got to think about this.
I'm gonna pick Stab because he's my homie, man.
I know.
I got Bobby Steve. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that was so easy. It was so easy.
He didn't give you any extra time.
No, not at all. Well, it looks like you get to pick the drummer too, Matt.
That's the tough one, the drummer, because we jammed out with a lot of good drummers. But I would probably pick Volpe, my homie Ron Volpe. Yeah, I'm not giving any more time to think because my friend Ron Volpe from Half-Life.
Yeah. Well, I would have to say,
two guitar players.
Probably, for lead, Brandon from False Positive, my cousin-in-law. And for rhythm, Leon from 65 Rats, my brother-in-law, pretty much, yeah. I would pick those two.
That's a good combo. I think those would play well off each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I asked you guys this, but we're going to pretend like I didn't. What's a non-standard venue that Neostem would like to play at?
A laundromat.
A laundromat.
Yes, I would love to set up in a laundromat and just play. I think it would be great.
Yeah, we've actually messed around with that. Like, when we set up in a laundromat and play and see how long it takes for me to get beat up or the cops come in.
I mean, we got the PA. We did the 10K race. So if we could do that, we could do a laundromat. I think that's easy. 3 speakers and a microphone. That's where it's at. Yeah. Anybody?
I got you.
Yeah,
I got the Beck reference.
Such a 90s reference.
All right, so I tell you what, let's take a short break, and we'll come back and
after these messages, we'll be right back.
On the radio and podcast side, you're going to get to hear that new song It's shut
Shut up,
me. Shut up me. And I'm going to stumble over that the whole time.
Music from the 412 with your concert calendar for this week. I'm Bonnie Diver. Here's what's going on. November the 17th, it's Bill Toms and Hard Rain. They're going to be in Gibsonia at Steamworks Creative. Intimate setting, limited seating, so get your tickets now, $20 in advance. November the 18th, it's Moonwalker at Preserving Underground. Listen to win tickets to that show here on Music from the 412. November the 18th, Jurgles. It's the Fix and Chasm Sultan for a show. November the 24th, the Clarks will be at Jurgles. That starts at 8 o'clock. November the 29th, it's the Shiners. They'll be at Jurgles. That's a look at your concert calendar. I'm Bonnie Diver on Music from the 412.
Catch the Pennsylvania Rock Show live Mondays on Music from the 412. Join host Bill Damiano for music and exclusive interviews with the best unsigned bands Pennsylvania has to offer. Featuring the best variety of rock and metal with new shows every week. Plus, you can catch replays every Saturday morning and stream us on the radio. Want to get your band featured in an upcoming episode? Visit Build the Scene online for submissions and additional information. Want your music featured with the best of Pittsburgh's local artists? Music from the 412 is seeking bands and solo artists from Pittsburgh and beyond for our channel and exclusive shows. Simply visit musicfromthe412.com and look for our submission form under the Contact tab. Whether you're looking for an interview feature, concert promotion, or airtime for your latest song or music video, Music from the 412 has you covered. Get exposure for your music today.
And we're back.
Hi.
Okay, so this is your, speaking of the 90s references, this is your MTV storyteller's moment. And I feel like you're going to have to tell us a little bit of background information on a different song to tell us about that song.
Which one? Shut Up Me?
Yep.
Wow. So that's Mr. No Upside. It's a continuation of Mr. No Upside, which is the birth of Neostem. It's just about a man having a simple conflict of everyday life in his head. You know, it's like no matter what it is, the situation, getting out of bed, taking a shower, making coffee, you know, just going to work, whatever. It's just dilemma, just back and forth. That's what it is. Just an argument in the head.
So, you know what I just realized? I just realized that I should be writing these questions down so I can save myself some time later. See, I told you, big disconnect tonight.
I wouldn't have thought of that either.
What's that?
Write the questions down.
Say what?
Well, the problem is, I have a notebook sitting right here that I've been doing it in. I just didn't do it today.
How many subjects is that notebook?
One.
Just one.
Oh, we'll see. You ran out of paper. Always get a 3 to 5.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna start at the halfway point. I'm gonna draw a line here. I won't remember what that means.
Just a squiggly line.
Anyway. Well, I mean, it's not 3 questions in a song without me listing the questions. Anyway.
Whatever you like there, William.
So here's what I'm really trying to get back to the format that I started on the show, which is where the previous guest asked the current guest a question. And then at the end, you guys have to remind me not to get rid of you without having you ask Sean Nestor a question. Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up now. I have that preset, so I can. Yeah, we can do this real after. This is the joy of running multiple monitors. I can do a lot.
Wow. Just wow, Matthew, wow.
I know.
I'm blown away.
All right, so while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and let Amy from Eden on Fire ask you her question.
Oh yeah, I gotta answer that one, I believe.
So, my question for Neostem is, I was looking through their videos and I saw a performance back from February 5th. They were jamming out pretty good somewhere, and all of a sudden their fans flooded the stage and they had just tons of people, a mosh pit on stage with them while they're performing. How did they manage that? I want to know how you managed on stage while you were performing, because that is tricky.
Oh, it was tricky, and it didn't go as planned. Now, Bill, you know we like to invite people up to do songs. So we were there, and I was talking to Sully and ZG13 from Temper, and I was like, "Why don't you guys come up and sing Red Dress with us? We're gonna end with it." Like, okay. And when the song starts, it started off with them coming up, and then more people came up, and more people came up. And I'm down in the crowd because I like I like them. I can't stand still, save my life. I can't even sit still during this interview so far. And as people are going up on stage and everyone's getting into it, the song is like, it's hitting on all cylinders. It's making
I muted. Now I was ruined the kayfabe there.
Okay, so let me get back. Okay, so back into it, and the song's hitting. And as she sees in the video, there's these two girls. They're dancing closest side where the camera is at. But in front of me is a mosh pit, and the mosh pit's starting to slowly inch closer to me while I'm playing, while everyone's on stage. In a brief moment during that video, I look over at the bouncer guy over by the green room door, going like, "Are you going to get me out of here if this gets too close?" And he kind of gives me like the thumbs up and the nod. Because I was collectively getting nervous as that song went on, as those people in front of me were getting closer. Because as you see, as that song goes on, those girls were actually getting closer to me too, because the whole thing was closing in, almost pushing me towards where the big guy was at the end there, getting into the song. Originally it was only supposed to be 2 people, turned into I think there was 10 people on that stage. And yeah, the crowd in front it definitely was banging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a banging song, and it just hit just the right time. It was one of those things: right place, right time, right crowd, lightning in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So Ryan, you were muted there because when he's talking, he was echoing while you were unmuted.
Oh no! Watch out, Aberdeen! You cannot come up. Sorry, my cat's trying to come up.
Your cat is named after a city in Seattle that
yes.
Nirvana is from. That's kind of cool.
Yep, Aberdeen. She's my baby doll. She's a rescue cat. She's 10 years old.
Emlyn is standing right there grinning because she walked into the room. Emlyn,
hi.
Did you notice that there was a note from Neostem in the package with the shirt? You didn't notice either. She said she was too excited about the shirt.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad you enjoy it.
For being a fan and enjoying their music. Yay. Can you hear her?
Yes,
okay.
I can.
Thank you for support. It's people like her to keep us going,
My cheekbones hurt from my smile.
So she can't hear you. So they said that it's people like you that keeps them going. Thanks for the support. There, she's waving. All right, so we have about 5-ish minutes if we're going to make my timeline work. So what do you guys have coming up next?
We got to look at 2 shows real quick. You want to lay them down, Ryan?
Yeah, we just got those 2 gigs. We got the one this Saturday at Moosapalooza Presents, and like I said, it's our buddies King Catfish, Lilith. Sunny Day and the Weathermen, they're great. Check them out. And then Wednesday, Club Cafe, we're with Nirvana, Whorehound, and Molecule Party. And that's going to be It's gonna be slamming. And not only that though, but we are working on a new album. Shut Up Me is currently a new one on there, and there's another one. I won't release that name yet.
Release that
But,
yet.
so what we did was I went in there and I spruced up the old stuff and made it, laid some guitar, did some vocals like on Driftwood on Dry Land, Gutterfly. Just, we're calling it Table Straps. And it's going to feature 2 new songs on there along with these ones. So it's probably going to be about 8 to 10 songs total. And then we got another album in the works. We got a whole almost
brand new original
6 songs. Yeah, 6 songs, 6 new songs already in the works, which we're going to go in January and start working on. Yeah, so we got a lot going on.
And where do you record your stuff at?
Johnny. Oh my God, Johnny.
Razorblade.
Mr. Razorblade himself.
Razorblade Studios.
Yeah, Razorblade Recordings. That's where pretty much mostly everybody I know goes to. We've been going there since, 2017, 2018? Yeah, we've been going there a long time.
Our first official good album, yeah.
Yeah.
We've been with them ever since.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't imagine going anywhere else.
I hear that he's very selective on who he records.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if he doesn't like your band, he won't record you. He'll tell you straight up to your face. He won't even hide it. He'll just say, I don't like you. Turn you away. He's very straightforward, like our music.
I know I've asked you this question, but it's the official Build a Scene question, so I have to ask it, and your answer may have changed. So who would you want to go up on stage with and perform one of their originals? So, like, who's your Dave Grohl is my official way of asking that.
That is a good question. And if you had to put a gun to my head and name something right now, I have a large, crazy musical taste. Currently, right now, I'm really big on the Gaslight Anthem, so I'd probably want to go up and sing one of their jams.
Ryan's going again. He is too fast.
Well, it's not that. It's just everybody that I like. I have to be morbid as dead that I'd like to do songs with. But if I was to pick one band right now to do something with, I don't know, to sing with on stage if they pulled me up, I don't know, it'd probably be like Alice in Chains or something. I mean, they're still kind of kicking, right? So, I mean, they're not who they were, but I don't know, them or Chevelle. There's quite a few. But I also like oldies, so like Lou Christie, he's still kicking. Lightning Strikes, I like to do that jam live. And he's from Wexford. Yeah, G-Unit.
I'm going to ask you guys one more question.
Sorry, I gave you like 5 answers.
That's fine. I have to ask it. Best pizza you've had because you're a musician?
Dude, I gotta go to Southside, man. Every time we play Southside, I gotta go get me some Benny Fieros. It's like anytime we play anywhere down there, I don't care how far down Southside I am, I will walk down to Benny Fieros, get me a giant slice of pie before every show.
Yeah. Well, myself, I like pizza-wise, well, it all depends, though. Sicilian, I like Pizza Stop in Lincoln Place. I like, remember Italian Village at Century 3 Mall, Italian Village?
They're right down the street from Roseburg now.
They were so big. It was so good. They're single slices.
Yeah, they're right down the street from Roseburg now.
What, Italian Village?
Yeah, right down right
street. Yeah.
There's one.
Yeah, no, so I'd have to say that.
Yeah. Too.
I know. I'm so lame. My bad. But that's all I can come up with. My bad.
Hey guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with me on episode 106. 3 questions and a song. I almost did it. I do need you to ask a question of Sean Nestor.
For Sean Nestor, I've been over here on the site. You might want to check him. Tell him to check the Homicide Black website because it takes you to some casino site. That's like
that's I know exactly why, because I was the webmaster of that website, and they kind of forgot to renew their domain.
All right, just want to make sure.
You should be able to find them on Facebook, though.
Yeah, I found on Facebook. I'm on the Half Wheels website now.
That one, I did that one too.
But they're kind of like eclectic. So if I'd ask Sean Nestor a question, what musician or band got him into music? Because there's a lot going on here, and I want to say, what was the one that lit the rocket underneath you that said, "I want to be a musician"?
Now, did you only listen to the Half Wheel stuff, or did you
I did not check out the Homicide Black stuff. No, I did not.
All right, so Homicide Black sounds like Black Sabbath, whereas the Half Wheel stuff is a little more poppier.
That's what I was bumping here, the Half Wheel stuff here. So yeah, because that's a lot going on. You have two different styles. So what one was it? What got you as the time of a musician?
What are you doing? I would suggest, if you're going to look it up, go to Homicide Black, Church on a Hill, or Saint or Sinner, I think it's called.
There's some chat.
All right, let me see what we got here.
Church on the Hill is my favorite one.
That's what I'm going to go to here. All right, here we go.
If you're not familiar with them, you can go to rattleclack.com, and that is Rattleclack Entertainment's website, owned by Jazz Byers, who's also in Half Wheel and Homicide Black, and he has his own studio and records, and you can find both of those bands there, along with it's in another band I can't remember, but it's with Matt Ferrani, because
one of his 8,000 bands he's in.
Yeah. He's in a lot.
Something's telling me this guy answered that question. I got a feeling he's going to say Dio is going to be his answer.
Maybe.
Just hearing that
Dio there.
Yeah, Church on a Hill. I'm like, oh, I think I'm man on a silver mountain right there.
All right, so again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Don't go anywhere. We're just going to get off the air, and we'll chat a little bit more. And for those of you that are checking us out for the very first time, go to buildscene.com. You can find episodes of 3 Questions in a Song and the Pennsylvania Rock Show. There are 696 episodes of that one.
Only.
A lot.
Yeah, only. And we also do this live video, and then the video ends up on Music from the 412, and the show ends up on there as well on the radio side. So we're all over the place. Pennsylvania Rock Show is it's in Scotland. Like there's a station in England. So anyway.
Willie from Groundskeeper Willie from The Simpsons.
And then Highlander. You're gonna be only one.
All right. So with that said, this has been episode number 106. Make sure you check out Neostem by going to their Facebook page to find them. There it is, facebook.com/Neostem. And they also have a Wix site, but those addresses are long, so we're not doing that one.
I own we own the domain, neostemband.com, but it takes you to our Facebook page because Wix would not let me enter it as the primary domain name.
Scumbags.
That's interesting. All right, so with that said, we will catch you. What is today? The 15th. We will catch you on December 1st with Sean Nestor.
Thanks, Bill.
Until next time, Bill, because you know we're going to be on again.